Hello, and welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
Not Matt.
Today we're talking about Still Austin and their release of their straight bourbon whiskey.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Matt?
All right, so we were given this as basically a media sample from Still Austin. This is their new, will be on the market basically the day this review comes out on Tuesday. This will be their new 2-year straight bourbon for the first time out from them. So like I said, this is a media provided sample, so which is kind of cool of them. And then we'll get a full bottle, they said, when we get that in a few weeks when that comes out. So awesome. All right, so,
Nice.
so Still Austin's actually been on the channel. So the history, I'm going to give you a real brief history because we had Josh on their whiskey wizard, and he told all about Still Austin. But basically, they started in 2007. They have a 42-foot column still named Nancy, which does a freaking big still. They have a little copper pot named the Queen, and it's obviously completely grained to glass. Everything is all real local. Everything's in the farms there. You can go apparently pet the cows where your grains come from, which is pretty cool. And then they feed them to the cows when they're done. So well-fed cows.
Circle of life.
Mm-hmm.
So another person involved with Still Austin is Nancy Fraley, the Nose, who's amazing and involved with many of our favorite distilleries. So
I wonder if that's why this still is named that.
that's my guess. That
would be my guess.
I'd be my guess. But yes, the first distillery in Austin city limits since Prohibition. So pretty cool stuff. So let's get into this. It is 100.4. It is 70% non-GMO white corn, 25% Elbon Rye, and 5% Wildfire malted barley. So they get real specific on what's in here, which is very nice. I appreciate the transparency.
I like it.
And they said that they use the same white corn they use in tortillas in Austin. I'm like, that's awesome. All right. So
It does smell good. It smells still a little bit young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
2
you
years
get that,
old.
you get that proof on there too.
You do. It's nice and high and big in your face. I like it.
Lots of baking spices, brown sugar, vanilla. That proof though, stick your nose down in there.
Yeah, to me it leans more towards the darker of the baking spices, the cinnamons, the molasses,
sugar, and the nutmeg.
things like that.
Yeah, I get, like you said, the bacon spices, the cinnamon, but there's also like this new leather, snickerdoodle cookies and cowboy boots. It's a little bit earthy.
Yeah, I get the leather, like you said new leather, and I get like kind of like in the middle of new and worn leather.
Yeah, and then
like new pair of cowboy boots. I think he's right. Like just that new leather.
So I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah, and the back of it's got like this chocolate shavings with the mint, the winter fresh, and the anise. The rye starts to show up, which makes sense to be at 25%.
Very slightly.
But then so it reminds me of like a burning Texas workshop in the heat of summer. It's a very Texas whiskey, I would say.
Yeah, I get a little bit of the oak in there.
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
Almost like a mesquite.
Yeah.
Smelling wood.
Definitely.
It smells like mesquite smoke.
Texas.
Yeah, it's the barbecue, it's when you put the wood into the barbecue pit.
Right.
Yeah.
And smoked meat.
I like the nose so far.
Yeah, I like the nose a lot.
Of course, I haven't been disappointed by Still Austin yet.
Good point. All right.
I get a slight black pepper ding mid palate. It kind of sticks out that rye.
And then grows.
And it grows, but that's partially the proof as well. The proof's growing. Hey, Weeze.
Hello, Weasley.
Our local whiskey cat.
That's right. Give me Still Austin too, says Weasley.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got like I said, the cinnamon, that black pepper. It is minty. You get that rye, that Elbon Rye is definitely showing up.
The nose.
Also, what do you call it? That earthy, that we're talking about the barbecue smoke.
Right.
That wood, that really shows up. It's really tasty.
It does.
The nose and the palate are really similar.
Yeah, I would say leaning again towards the darker flavors, the molasses, the brown sugar.
Yeah, it's very rich.
It is.
Do we have an age on this?
2 years. Yeah, it just turned 2 years. So
it's very rich.
Very cool.
2 years.
And They're using all 52s, if memory serves me correctly. Is that right? 53s?
53s, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, let's see. Yeah, it's, what do you call it? It's got vanilla, honey, got that swelling warmth.
Yeah.
And now that worn cowboy boots with the cracked black pepper, with the hints of brown sugar. It's like walking around on a Texas ranch. It's a Western movie. It's Clint Eastwood and John Wayne out in the West. It's totally what it reminds me of.
And its proof, I think, is pretty perfect for what this is.
I do too.
I think if it were any higher, it would just destroy.
Or it might just be too hot and too much cinnamon, too much.
Well, and it would
it could be.
Overbearing. I think they did good with the proof on this. Let's see what some water does. A couple drops.
Yeah, when I talked to Aaron, one of their marketing, he was saying that they're probably going to drop the official bottling by 2 points to 98.4. I guess that must have been a little sweeter spot than when this media sample went out. So he said they're probably going to drop it. But yeah, like I said, so it's to launch on the 13th of July. I guess it'll be for pre-sale at their stillaustin.com website, which is pretty cool.
Is it just the distillery only?
No, it'll eventually be all the state, and God willing, at some point nationally. But for now, it'll just be the state, which is pretty cool though. And they said char level 3 on the barrels.
Okay.
I was not very pleased with a drop of water.
So the proof is right.
I think the proof is correct right now. Granted, I just kind of diluted it very quickly. I didn't, give it time to kind of do everything. Yeah. So they could be absolutely right. There could be something that Nancy found that, is absolutely better. But I didn't enjoy this one as much with a drop of water.
Okay.
But ours is, again, the media sample. So.
Yes.
It's good. I like it.
I like it. I think this is, so what I did grab just for comparison purposes is the batch 3, which we've also were given by them when Josh was on. Like I said, when we get the 98.4, we'll review that as well, just to see if there's a slight difference or not. And that'll just be a real quick review. But I do want to pour a little of the batch 3, which same mash bill, but only 14 months old, and just see how that compares.
Oh, I smell a slight difference on the nose to begin with. This is more the softer baking spices.
Definitely.
It's not as cinnamon forward. It's not as rich and deep in the dark baking spices.
No, it leans more towards honey.
Yeah,
as opposed to
honey
like a molasses.
sweetness, the vanilla sweetness.
Yeah, you get way more of that. Way sweeter, way lighter, and it doesn't jump out of the glass like the 2-year does. The 2-year really welcomes you to know, hey, I'm whiskey. Drink
the
me.
proof isn't in the nose.
And the proof is about the same as well. So.
And they're exactly the same.
They are exactly the same. Yeah, they sure are. Just re-looking at them all.
Yeah, I think that a little bit extra time in a barrel added that Texas heat to it, gave it that Texas stamp. It's because it does have that Texas stamp, especially for that South Texas heat.
Yeah.
Wow, that's got a really nice finish on this new 2-year straight. Yeah, I prefer the straight.
Yeah, and in the batch 3, it doesn't. It's good. I enjoy it as well. But when you compare it up to this, the mouthfeel just kind of seems to die compared to
the new one.
Totally.
It's not as lingering. It's slightly growing at the back, but not the same as when it hits the front of your palate with the new one. It hits the front of your palate and it just spreads. It explodes in your mouth. This one's a lot more mellow.
Yeah.
Even though the proof is the same, but I think this couple extra months in the barrel
made a big difference.
That up, and I like it.
I've been saying this for forever. I'm excited to see what it's going to be in 4 years. I really am.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. Like I said, this thing really and truly tastes like more like a 4 to 6-year-old in like another state. I could see for sure, but obviously we'll still review the batch 1 through 3 at some point in time. But we want to get this out, especially since this is a new product, and we want to be the first ones to get it out there. So since they were kind enough to send us the media sample, and like I said, they're going to send us the 98.4 version. When that comes out, hopefully in a few weeks, we'll have that and review that. So I want to thank Still Austin very much for sending this to us.
Yes, indeed.
I am really looking forward to the amazing things that come out of that distillery.
Here I am drinking Still Austin with a Balcones shirt. I like all Texas whiskey.
It's all good. They're all friends. It works out.
I know. They're all good peeps.
They are.
That's good. I really like it. Can't wait to see what they send us and just do a comparison on all of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right down the line.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And until next time,
Keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass.
cheers.
That's delicious.
That's good.
They did that's significant improvement. How good that is.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And I liked batch 3 a lot when you compared, 1 and 2 to it.